CJ with Cyclotron. Well, had a really close call for my wife this week. So 6 days ago, I'm upstairs in my master bathroom, which is off the bedroom, shaving, starting to shave, and I realized, hey, where's my razor? So I asked my wife, and it turns out she had borrowed it, and it was downstairs. She was taking the fuzz off of one of my kids' sweaters, and she thought it was my old razor instead of my good razor. So anyway, she goes downstairs to get the razor, and she brings it up to me, walks into the bedroom, and yells out and collapses. And turned out she had a blood clot in her lung, pulmonary embolism as they call it, and she almost didn't make it. It was extremely scary. But she's been recovering, she's doing better. They got her on blood thinners to dissolve the multiple blood clots that are in her chest. We don't know what caused it. But that just shows you how quickly things can change in life. I went from being mildly annoyed to not having my razor to a few seconds later wonder if my wife was going to live or not. So everybody knows intellectually that life is fragile and all too brief. And if you've ever had a situation like that, it really makes a believer out of you in terms of how things can quickly change. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on her. I'm going to be staying home, not engaging any business travel anytime soon, so I can be home. I was just glad that, you know, if that was going to happen to her, that I was home to help her. And in that situation, you're largely helpless because, you know, she wasn't breathing very well, and it was bad. But I did what I could to help her, rolled her on her side, tried to free up her airway, stayed in contact with the emergency dispatch. They helped me make observations that she didn't need CPR. She was breathing just enough that CPR wouldn't be necessary. So I had to maintain a certain detachment the whole time. I kept thinking, this is really bad and she might not make it, but I can't dwell on that. I got to try and help her. So I was terrified, but managed to keep the panic at bay, which I guess is really all you could hope for in that situation. That's the most scared I've ever been in my life. And I talked to doctors who was looking after her, aftercare there, and they said that, hey, you could be a trained professional in those situations, but if it's happening to someone close to you, it's extremely rough to handle. So I guess what they're saying is, it's hard enough if you're, say, an ER doctor to see strangers come in with horrific injuries. But if that's somebody close to you, it's hard to maintain the detachment necessary to tend to them. So I'm just out for a quick ride to clear my head. She's doing pretty well right now. I'm only going to take like a 15-minute ride in my area. It's going to be raining the rest of the week. It's a beautiful day. It's about 43, sunny. Wind's not too bad. I've been busy taking care of her, but that whole episode keeps going through my mind. I can't get it out of my head. I just think about it over and over and over. Can't help it. And I keep wondering, did I do everything I should have done? Could I have done better? You know, like an after-action report almost, as they have in the military, from what I understand. And the other scary thing is we don't know what caused it. But as long as she's on blood thinners, I guess the risk of happening again is pretty low. But that's my main job, is to make sure she takes those pills on time and in the correct dosage. I actually had her in the ER 3 times last week. The first was with the attack, and they kept her for a day, put her on blood thinners and sent her home. Then the next day she was just had no energy at all. I was worried about her, so I took her to a different ER. And they basically confirmed that she didn't need to be in the hospital, and she was doing as well as could be expected under the circumstances, and just needed to go home and rest and make sure she took her blood thinners. And then a couple days after that, I took her back to an ER again because she had sky-high blood pressure. And you know, you got to be pretty assertive with medical staff. I get that they're overloaded and all that, and they got to make decisions quickly, but you really have to advocate for yourself. And so I have her up to the ER with, you know, like a 182 over 130 blood pressure, which is high. And you know, with everything else going on, I didn't know if she was having a heart attack or blood clot in her heart or what was going on. And I get nothing but lectures from the ER doctor about how high blood pressure is not an acute situation for which you should go to the ER. And I'm thinking, no, I'm bringing her to the ER. So you have to just, you know, nod and be polite while they vent their opinion about why you shouldn't be there. I think there's more of that. They've been so overworked the last few years. Maybe they got a global agenda to try and discourage people from ever coming back to the ER, but that doesn't really work for me. So, pretty eventful week. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Feel free to drop a comment. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to do something to help somebody under pressure? Did you beat yourself up over it, that no matter what you did, you think you should have done better? Even if that's not fair to yourself? So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for future videos.